Republicans are under fire after proposing to slap the label temporary on many of signature tax cuts in their tax overhaul. The history of tax cuts suggests that much of this criticism is overblown and more about partisan politics than economic reality. Very recent history makes it clear that temporary tax cuts are not always temporary, and permanent tax cuts are not usually permanent. This has invited scathing criticism from Democrats that is as misplaced as it's cynical. This is the bill you write if you want to build a tax code around a double standard, Senator Ron Wyden, the top Democrat on the Tax Writing Senate Finance Committee, said. The corporate tax breaks are permanent, written in ink, set in stone, locked in place with the key thrown away, but families have to settle for temporary tax cuts. To pass a bill with a slim of Republican majority, Republicans have to make it simply with Byzantine budget rules that forbid legislation from adding to the debt beyond the 10 years threshold. Because there's nothing necessarily temporary about temporary tax cuts or permanent about permanent tax cuts, there's no economic cost to scheduling some tax cuts to expire. Households and businesses will plan their spending, saving, and investment based on their expectations of what will really happen, rather than what the letter of law says. So why the budgetary shenanigans? Because under law, the official scorers of tax bill are not allowed to employ rational expectations. When projecting government, revenue and deficit spending, they must pretend as if they believe expiring tax cuts will expire on schedule and permanent tax cuts will last forever. In this make-believe world of government budgets, enacting make-believe sunset for tax cuts makes sense.